What's up, guys? How the heck are you doing? Welcome to today's video. I know it's been a little while since we've been hanging out, but I'm back and it's December already. I can't freaking believe it. So yesterday I did a live stream. I did one of those good old Drewxcifer on the way to work vlogs, and it didn't go well. I thought it was going fine until I was pulling into work, finishing up my live stream, and my son sent me a text. He's like, "Yo, Dad, your audio's crunchy in your live stream." And I was like, crap. So I don't know what happened, but the audio sucked. So I quickly privated the live stream because I figured that you guys deserved better than that. So I'm going to talk about in this video, about everything I talked about on the live stream. So if you watched the live stream and you were able to power through that crap audio, thank you. You're amazing. But it'll be a lot easier to understand what I'm talking about now. So here we go. So if you guys haven't noticed, I have taken a major pause on my 100 series project. And hopefully you guys noticed. I hope you miss seeing me daily in your feeds. And I posted about why that was in my community post, but I noticed that honestly, I don't get a whole lot of engagement on those community posts. Maybe people see them, but a lot of people don't comment on them or, engage with them, thumbs up, thumbs down, that kind of thing. So I'm not really sure how many of you guys actually see those. But I was talking about in the community post that if you guys know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, I work for a major retailer. When I am not doing everything else I do, freelancing, photo, video, and filmmaking, all that stuff, I do have a real job, quote unquote, to where I have to go and I have to be somewhere else other than here in my studio. And that job is what pays my mortgage and puts a roof over me and my family's head. So I have to go there. But since it's a major retailer and it is a holiday season, which is called peak season, there is a lot of extra work to be done. So I work a lot of overtime hours. So it leaves very little time for me to go out and shoot videos or even edit videos and get them uploaded, especially if I'm trying to do something like the 100 series where it was a daily thing. So, but all excuses aside, I'm back. I'm figuring things out. So if you remember correctly, the 100 series was supposed to end last month, actually November 9th. And I didn't meet the deadline. I was supposed to shoot 100 videos in between, I think it was September and November something, or maybe it was August and November. It was something, but the cutoff was November 9th. And I think I only made it to 71 videos by the cutoff date, which, I was missing a handful of videos, but 71 videos in a row is no small feat. So there is a lesson for me to be learned there. It was fun. It was a whole lot of fun, but it was really hard because I didn't properly prepare for the task or for the project, especially since I just came up with it on a whim. And I was like, oh, well, next Tuesday, I'm going to start trying to shoot 100 videos in a row. And I didn't plan for a lot of the things that I had going on in my life in the following months. But when I didn't meet my deadline, I was kind of discouraged. I felt sort of like a failure and got down on myself, to be completely transparent with you guys. It sucked. But, talking with some of you guys here in the comments and in the community posts and talking with my wife, I really got the support and the motivation I needed to not feel like a failure or get too discouraged because, you guys were saying it's not actually about the deadline. It's about finishing the project. And I wasn't looking at it that way, and now I am. And you're right. It is about just finishing the project, You can't control the curveballs that life throws at you sometimes with being sick or, this or that, or, your employer saying, hey, you got to be at work extra. Some things you can't control, but how you overcome those obstacles and how you see your project through to the end is what I can control. So, like I said, I'm back. The 100 series is going to get completed. And then we'll talk about, 100 videos, because if I didn't start this 100 video project, there's no way in heck I would have uploaded 100 videos between August and now. I just wouldn't have done it. I would have kept on maybe uploading 2 videos here, 3 videos there. I probably would have had like maybe 12. And now I'm sitting on 5 times that, and I'm going to be sitting on probably, 10, 15 times that by, the end of January. So it really helped me, learn consistency and learn, a bunch of things. But we'll talk about lessons learned from that later on down the line when we actually finish the project. So I really appreciate all of you guys and all the support for that, like giving me that motivation and that inspiration and just the support I need, in times when I'm feeling discouraged. It really, really means a lot to me. So where did we leave off the last time that we were together, actually out vlogging? We were shooting or writing, a horror anthology script called Hell's Night. And I'm still writing it, but I'm very happy to report that I have a finished horror short, and that is from a friend that I met. He's a horror writer named John. He lives up in Canada. Him and I have been talking back and forth, and he sent me one of his scripts that he wrote, and he wants me to produce it for him. He wants me to shoot it. And the script is a whole lot of fun. I'm really stoked on it, and once I get the opportunity to, I will show you guys the script. I will let you read it, and we may even do a live reading here on this channel. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. So Hell's Night is still ongoing. The horror short that I'm going to film is called Timmy Does Magic, and it is a fun horror film, and I really want to get that shot before summer. So I'm going to hopefully try and shoot that maybe February, March, or April. I got to go ahead and start figuring out about putting it in pre-production and getting that going. I have to get financing for it. I got to find locations for it. I have to find a crew, and I have to find the cast for it. So the crew part is going to be one of the hardest parts for me. I'm going to do a lot of vetting, and I'm going to try to find a lot of people that I'm going to use on every film that I have going forward. So that's going to be interesting. I'll document all that here on this channel. I may even find new people, right, and just teach them how to do on-set things and fill these on-set positions. So we'll see where that goes. But we're going to be starting that very soon, right after the holidays, trying to get this film in pre-production. So really, really excited about the horror short film, Timmy Does Magic. So that film was originally going to be in my horror anthology, but I've decided to film it, make it its own thing, make it its own short. As well as I'll probably do a few more shorts before I, actually start working on shooting the horror anthologies, just for the simple fact of I want some proof of concepts of what I'm able to do. So hopefully I can bring in maybe some more financing for the horror anthology, because the horror anthology is not going to be a cheap film for me to make. There's going to be a whole lot that goes into it. I'm going to need a whole lot of actors. I'm going to need a whole lot of crew on that one. So I really, really need to have some proof of concepts out there more than what I already have before, I start trying to dig into finding financing for that. So also, during my short hiatus, I created a second YouTube channel, or another YouTube channel, should I say. I have a second YouTube channel, but another YouTube channel called Violent World. So if you saw this in the community posts, I talked a little bit about it. Violent World is a channel that I'm making, around one of my passions, which is true crime and dark history. So dark history being just weird things that have happened in history, like let's just say the Black Plague or things like that, right? I want to talk about weird, maybe medieval contraptions or different ways that cultures deal with death and things like that, as well as just like true crime. So of course, like, your serial killers and those weird cults that are out there, and those weird time periods like the Satanic Panic of the 80s and 90s, which is actually the first video over on that channel. So it'll allow you guys, if you go over there and you subscribe to it, to learn about a topic, because it's going to be bite-sized video essays. And what I mean by bite-sized is I'm going to try and keep all the videos 6 minutes or under, just for the simple fact it'll allow you to get in, learn enough about a topic to have knowledge on it, and learn something new and interesting, but not bogged down like a half hour for like a documentary or like a full-fledged video essay. You'll be able to get in, get out, watch something on your lunch break or listen to it on a drive. You know, something easy, right? With some cool visuals. So that's called Violent World. It will be linked down in the description. Go check it out if you're into true crime and all of that stuff. I promise it'll be a good time. So Violent World is just one of the new things I'll be pursuing in 2024. There is 3 or 4 different things that I'm going to be doing, and all of those are going to be housed under my media company. That is going to be a full-fledged entity that I'm working hard on creating. You know, Black Mass Films has been something I've done in the past. Hard Luck Media has been something I've done in the past. So I have experience doing these things, but I really am pushing towards a legitimate media production company, and all of these things will be housed underneath it. So stay tuned for that, because there'll be a whole new video on that as I go through all the legalities of that and what I have to do to really get that thing built up. Yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave this thing for now, guys. I just wanted to catch you up on where I'm at, and I have some really fun videos planned for the next couple that are coming out. Some really interesting topics that I've been thinking about the last few days. And last thing I want to say is thank you guys. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all the new subscribers, all the OG subscribers. Thank you to all the channel members for the support. You know, I really appreciate you guys tuning in, sticking with me, hanging out, commenting, you know, thumbs upping the videos, thumbs downing the videos, whatever, because you know, this is my thing. You know, this YouTube channel is my passion, and it is where I direct most of, if not all of, my creative endeavor. So it means a whole lot to me that you guys would even tune in, whether it's 40 views or 40,000. I'm still over the moon about, you know, people tuning in and just watching me and my wife go thrifting, or, you know, me just hanging out and rambling like I am right now. But as always, guys, stay rad, just go shoot, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. We're back. We're back.